Right, I've tried to have a change of scenery moving the camera around, but I keep coming back to this position because that is where the light seems to work out best. And I've got the window over there, so that seems to make me the main subject. Set up your camera angle and all that. Anyway, I'll carry on with my diary. 13:46 on the 7th of the 9th, 2006. Then fill my flask again at the same garage as yesterday. I hope to find a coffee shop where the locals will talk to me, as I do not smell as I did yesterday. I swear they left the door open to waft away the smell of my feet. If this cafe quietens down a bit, I will wash my feet in the toilet using their soap. I must try to communicate better with the locals a bit more. My hair still looks a bit wild, but I think without the leather jeans and big boots, I look a bit less weird / frightening. If people ask me what I am doing, I will tell them that I am writing a book about busking, which I was. If they want to be in it, then all they have to do is be kind to me. For example, let me come in and have a wash. I was bitten all over the place last night. I must have a look for some Marmite later. I have about 20 ml of coffee left in the bottom of my flask, which I'm clinging on, in the bottom of my cup, which I'm clinging on to stop it being taken away. I found a red Rizzler and I can taste the tobacco now. It's okay too. I'm feeling a bit bad for not recognising a girl who was working at the track campsite, but I'm sure I know her from somewhere, if only briefly, maybe the Bulldog Bash. Oh, I keep losing the place. I just don't know if that really happened or not yet. I may even have done it twice. Once when I went on the KR1S, and once when they picked me up when I had a broken leg. Man, there's so much I have forgotten. I don't know what is real and what was imagined. I'm enjoying being a writer. It sort of gives me a sense of, haha, I know what I'm doing and you don't. I think writing, puts a friendly smile on my face that people might notice before they notice my smelly feet or anything else that might put them off. This country is full of pretty women. I'll have to try and find out if there is any nightlife here at all. I just do not fancy sitting in the street to play. If I still have a guitar, that is. I'm going to eavesdrop on some conversations to see if I can work out the gist of what they are talking about. I have slyly slipped off my moccasins to air my feet a bit. I'm wondering if I could make it to the disabled toilet with no shoes or socks and be able to quickly wash my feet. See you means bye, that's for sure. And any sort of hey seems to be good enough for hello. Please you seems to work for please, and thank you well for thank you. My coffee has still not been collected yet. Still on the 7th of... No, the 9th. The baccy definitely takes better with proper Rizzler. I'll roll another. I wonder if I sit here long enough, will anyone be brave enough to share a table with me so I can attempt to improve my Dutch? The coffee is so good that I'm tempted to order another coffee. I really want to find a coffee shop, but I don't want to be sent on a wild goose chase. I think it must be a Dutch joke to send foreigners as far away as possible, or at least round the block, anytime anyone wants to go for a joint. I know this one is not going to come. I know that one is not going to come to me, but if I sit here long enough, I'm sure I'll know which direction to head in. I'm seen to be in quite a posh cafe at the moment. I might try one over the road in a pedestrian area after my next cigarette. I think the thing about I shall think about writing a song about Dutch women. I'm delighted to notice that a lady sitting at the table next to me has kicked off her flip-flops and is toasting her toes in the sun, just like me. Judging by the amount of people about, I would say it must be lunchtime. The women seem to have such an easy way of riding their bikes. They seem to put no effort into it at all. They just glide along. I suppose the whole place being so flat helps, but they just make walking look hard work. The seats seem to be set very high, so they can just touch the ground with the tips of their toes when they stop. That is all they seem to do. No one seems to pedal unless they are really going somewhere. I bet as many people pass by on a bicycle as on foot. There are bikes everywhere. Bicycles, that is. I would say that the use of bikes from an early age keeps a lot of Dutch people fit. I still feel like I'm going to be soaked later, but it has not rained yet. I have left my shoe insert in my bag, which was a big mistake, bearing in mind how far I have to walk back to my bike. It must have taken me a good 3 hours to walk here. At least I won't have to put the tent up. I hope it's still bloody well there. It should be easy enough to find, because though it is all looks the same beside the canals, I know I'm camped behind 10 Carty offices. Outside there is a sort of star. It could be a cannabis leaf design, shaped sculpture. I know I'll be pleased to see it later anyhow. There seems to be a good few red-headed women about as well as the blondes, real blondes. It's now 14:37 on the 7th. I've not seen anyone I could trust enough to ask where the nearest coffee shop is. With so much money on me, €40, I'm going to find it hard not to have a joint. Ready rolled joints are a real treat. Easy life. I'm going to text Danny to tell him about the joys of Holland. The battery on the Sony phone is completely dead now. I really should have left the light in the tent bag. I probably have a bit of charge left on the other phone, but not a lot. If I could find a coffee shop, maybe I could charge the phone a bit there. My roll-ups have travelled in size, I reckon. 50 grams at €4.60 is not going to last me much longer than 12.5 at £3. Not today anyway. Today I'm living, not surviving. Staying in one place does save a bit of money, but I'm definitely going to fill the bike up next time I ride it. I've just seen a couple of dudes on a moped who look like they might know where to find a coffee shop. I'll keep my eyes out for them. I've changed all my money to euros, 54 so far. I've spent 5 on baccy, 4 on coffee. I reckon I'll spend another 5 on coffee and maybe 3 on a J. I do not want to be at the tent before it is dark, really. No one seems to be sat outside the other cafe, so I'll sit here a bit longer. Then I'll go and ask about a coffee shop. I think I have an idea which direction to head in. I have just seen another moped go in the same direction as the two dudes earlier, listening to J.J. Cale on the radio, wondering how much longer three wise men are going to take the piss. Song. Sometimes it's not easy being me. There's a lot more going on that you don't see. Looks so easy with the money in the hat. Yeah, sit down. Course I want to chat, but the money didn't get there on its own. I'm playing my music for all and everyone. Put some money in so I can move on. Is that what I want? I don't know myself. I store up my music and you store up your wealth. Am I free or tied down by the need for money or dog ends on the ground? Is having nothing what I really want? Is it easier to think when you have nothing to do? Does having no money force what I have to do? What I have now will soon run out. What happens when is what I really doubt. Deaf to my music when it's played by me. I'm playing guitar, but no one can see. Don't people know what real music sounds like? No one turns it up and they miss it all out. I don't need to practice. I don't need volume. But what will it take for anyone to know where the music is coming from? 3:20 local time. Stadskanal in Holland. Still on the 7th of September. I have had a result on the phone front as my trusty Nokia has had a full charge and I have been able to send a picture to Charlotte. I am missing them really badly at the moment and hope they can be patient with me. This place reminds me a bit of where Phil had his market stall in Stevenage. There seem to be a few more people about now. There must be a coffee shop nearby. I'll ask someone soon. Got to spot a puffer now. I could do with a coffee too, as well as a change of scenery. I'm regretting not bringing my guitar with me now. I will not leave it behind again. My phone balance is £4.61. I wonder how long that will last. I should be due money into the bank soon. If there is a bank in Amsterdam, I might be able to pay a bit off Barclaycard. I seem to remember saying I would pay £50 by the end of this month. I think I'm due some money on the 15th, so I'll have to survive until then, unless I can find somewhere decent to play. I will change cafes in a minute, but I'll have to have a quick look round for a coffee shop before I settle down again. I can feel bad vibes from Isabel at the moment. She thinks I'm completely mental. I think P is encouraging these thoughts, and I hope it can be right in the long run. I'm going to have to write some more songs, at least in my head, or I won't have anything to sing. It's very annoying that I seem to have forgotten to play some of my most famous songs, like Laura and Valerie. I have just spotted a couple of dudes who are sure to know where I can find a coffee shop, but will they wind me up too? I will observe them for a while. The other cafe will be more in the sun than this one, so now would be a good time to move. The two dudes have noticed me now. I will see where they go. My hair seems to be benefiting from not being in a helmet all day. There are some people about again now. Maybe school has finished or something. Where am I? The women just seem to be taller here. Their backs look so straight as they float by on their bicycles. It's 4 p.m. now, so I guess I have been here for quite a while. Anyway, it would be a really warm day. If the clouds would go away, it would be a really warm day. I think I'm in the smartest cafe in town. There is a gorgeous blonde woman with red streaks in her hair in the cafe opposite, but it looks like she is with someone. A gorgeous woman who has walked past before earlier. I guess that shows how long I've been here. It has started to rain now, so I'll have to move. At least I would be able to smoke in a coffee shop. I'll have to ask. 4:18 p.m. The next video will start at 18:20 local time. No. 16 minutes, maybe that's a bit long. Anyway. Not much has really changed since I've leaving here. I've got no bloody money today. I haven't even got the price for a pint of milk. Anyway, I'll upload this one.